Heather and I decided that we were going to start a book club. And we picked the book. It's Are You There, Vodka, It's Me, Chelsea by Chelsea Handler. And then we tried to have book club meetings and had a whole series of technical glitches. And so we haven't been able to do it. And it's like over a month now that we've been meaning to get this up and going and haven't done it yet. So what we decided to do was to record separate little snippets for week 1, put them together and then post them, and then just try to start, fixing our technical issues. Well, hopefully we have fixed them, but try to start doing the regular hangout show on week 2. So what the basic plan is we're going to pick a book. Our plan is to read a chapter a week and then do a Google Hangout and talk about it. So we read week 1 already, but we're gonna try to get the Google Hangouts to work properly for week 2 so everybody can join us. But we thought we would just go ahead and get this up in any form we could because it's been so long. In the first chapter of the book, Chelsea basically is just kind of setting the stage and kind of telling you like about who she is and where she grew up, and I'm pretty sure it's when she was in 4th grade. She has a funny story about a lie she told, which got completely out of hand. I mean, she's just kind of telling you about her background and her family, and growing up and her school experiences, and she was really picked on in school, and they would bark at her in school, and so she kind of came up with this lie to kind of impress people and make them hopefully treat her better. But yeah, it totally backfired. I think pretty much everybody can relate to how much public school sucks. I know I went to public school for the beginning of school, and then I left and did homeschooling for like 8th grade and high school. And Heather did homeschooling too, I think around the same age. We both left public school around the same age, I think. And I think it was probably the best of both worlds, because you got that kind of like peer socialization when you were young, but then you got out in time before it totally went to hell in a handbasket. I mean, it was bad enough in junior high, but yeah, I think we both definitely feel that homeschooling is something we're very glad we did. I guess she grew up in kind of a more affluent area, and her parents weren't on the same financial level with everybody else, which I can kind of relate to, because I grew up in a neighborhood where it was like, I went to school with like the kids of doctors and lawyers and stockbrokers, and half the people that half the people I knew from school got like a brand new Beamer when they turned 16, and like half the people were normal, but but half of them were not. I grew up in Southern California, and I was 16 like in the early 90s, so it was really kind of materialistic, and yeah. So I can totally get, feeling like you're the poor relation even though you're not poor, and I think everybody can relate to being embarrassed by their father. I mean, God. My dad would like just randomly burst into song and dance walking through the store. So, yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know him, I'm not with him, I never have seen him before. So that is basically chapter 1 in a nutshell. I know Heather had an absolutely hilarious story, it cracked me up so bad, about a lie that she told when she was in, I think it was 3rd grade. Oh my God. So she's taped that, and I'm gonna add that on here now so everybody can enjoy that story. But yeah, that's pretty much chapter 1. We're going to try to go back to the hangout format for chapter 2. So hopefully everybody can read chapter 2 and catch up with us and join us on the hangout. Okay, thank you. Enjoy Heather's story.
So in chapter 1, Chelsea talks about being picked on in the 3rd grade and telling a lie, and then that lie snowballing. And I have a story, like, not quite as heavy as hers. But when midway through 3rd grade, my parents dropped everything, moved across the country, and I switched schools. And I was just like, trauma! So, it was in California. We went to school in California, and we sat outside for lunch, I guess. That's how I remember it anyway. I guess, yeah, we sat outside most days. And there was a bunch of us girls that sat at one table. I guess I just got, like, lumped in with them. I'm not really sure how. And, so somehow I ended up, like, in the corner with 2 of the girls, and, like, we were telling secrets. And so I didn't have any secrets, because I was 9, so I'm like, it's about my hair. And they're like, oh, what is it? I'm like, I'm really not supposed to say. I'm not supposed to say. And they're like, come on, just tell us. And so I'm like, in a panic, for some reason, I say, I'm really a bleach blonde, but I color my hair dark brown. I don't know why. So they're like, oh my God, that's so cool. I'm like, you really can't tell anybody. They're like, it's a super secret, okay? Like, I don't even know what the basis behind this would be. At 9, like, was I in witness protection? I don't know. So then one of the other girls at the table hears us saying something about secrets. And they're like, what's going on? And we're like, oh no, it's just a secret. So nothing, well, we thought we heard something about your hair. And I was like, what? No, just nothing. We're just goofing around, whatever. And then they're like, come on, tell us, and peer pressure when you're 9 at a new school. I had a couple of options at that point. I could come clean and tell the truth. I could go with the original lie, but instead, no. I go for a totally crazier option and tell another lie to cover up the first lie, which was that I had lice. I'm not sure what made me choose this particular lie, but I did. And everybody at that table had to go, all those girls had to go home with a note, and we all had to do lice treatment. And I just told my mom the truth the other day, and I should have recorded it because it was really funny. She was like, what? You never had lice? I was like, nope, it was just a lie on top of another lie. So, to Mrs. West's 3rd grade class at Miramar Elementary, sorry.